The islands of Mayotte in the Indian Ocean are closer to Africa than mainland Europe, yet constitutionally it's a part of France. Its unusual status in the region has made it a draw for illegal immigrants, with thousands arriving every year on small boats. Despite being on this tropical paradise, I'm technically still in the EU. Mayotte's decision to remain a French colony has divided it from its neighbours. But the question is, how can it secure its future when it has its own small boats crisis? Mayotte is one of the poorest regions in the EU, yet even with a spike in crime and rolling water shortages, the island's population has ballooned, from less than 100,000 in 1991 to more than 300,000 today. The majority of children born in hospital here are born to migrant mothers.
Dans mon enfance, c'était ici où je vivais, donc là je suis revenue.
When not embarking on the treacherous journey through the forests, Safina Soulas passionately protested for the French government to end illegal immigration.
Bon, je vais quand même soif. T'es sûr que là le 4x4 il est...
This is such a hard journey. Why do you have to do it?
If I don't come here, migrants will take my land. Donc toute cette zone-là était occupée par des clandestins. Ils avaient planté plusieurs centaines d'arbres d'ylang-ylang et il ne reste plus que 2. Ils ont tout arraché. Donc il ne reste que 2 parce que...
Ylang-ylang is a fragrant flower. Its oil is used in high-end cosmetics. Safina's family has grown it for generations.
Et puis ici à Mayotte, c'est vraiment ce qui symbolise l'île au parfum de Mayotte.
Every damaged plant is lost income. And Safina blames migrants for the theft of her crops and the destruction to her home.
Moi, je ne suis pas protégée. Hein. N'importe quoi peut m'arriver. Voilà, je défends mon territoire, je défends mon île, je défends...
What do the Mahorans like you think of the migrants?
Je suis désolée de le dire, mais là, aujourd'hui, on est arrivé à un seuil où on ne peut plus accueillir quelqu'un. On ne peut plus accueillir des migrants. Parce que Mayotte, elle est petite. Et c'est plus tenable, c'est plus possible. Donc ça devient explosif. Si ce rythme-là continue, Mayotte va sombrer dans la guerre civile.
Like Safina, many here blame the migrants for the crime wave. But Mayotte's police told me it's local young people as well as immigrants that are responsible. In response to this growing crisis, the Macron government in Paris have announced a change to the constitution, repealing the so-called birthright rule, meaning that children born here in Mayotte will only get French citizenship if both of their parents are themselves French citizens. It's a controversial change meant to stop the boats. And it's boats like these that the smugglers use to ferry people across the Mozambique Channel. It's a perilous journey, and many have died attempting it. I spoke to a man from the neighbouring Comoros Islands, who at just 5 years old travelled illegally by boat to be reunited with parents already in Mayotte.
Je ne savais rien. On m'a mis juste dans un bateau, allez.
Despite becoming a legal citizen, he was keen to protect his identity.
Alors c'est difficile. Alors la mer était agitée. Il y en a qui risquent de perdre la vie, mais il y en a qui prennent le sacrifice de le faire. Les Comores, c'est pas facile, mais il y en a qui prennent les risques quand même de venir à Mayotte pour une meilleure vie.
Mayotte's GDP is 5 times higher than the Comoros Islands, and for immigrants is a beacon of opportunity. Daniel, what is this?
Ça, c'est le giroflier.
Daniel Marchand-Henri is a member of an influential political party. He fears Mayotte's national and political identity will be replaced by foreigners. He supports the birthright rule change.
There's a lot of desperate people that come here seeking a better life. Why will the change in the birthright rule stop the small boats?
Si aujourd'hui nous enlevons le droit du sol, c'est d'abord montrer que nous avons dépassé les limites de la tolérance et on ne veut plus de l'immigration qui entraîne de l'insécurité sur le territoire, fait qu'en 20 ans, Mayotte est passé de paradis en enfer. Aujourd'hui,
Daniel believes in Mayotte's potential. He says insecurity is holding his country back. His people hope a change in the law will deter illegal migration. But many here are seeking asylum, fleeing bloodshed and persecution, and a change in the law may not be enough. Last year, the French government cleared the migrant camps that had grown around the stadium, but those left behind now live on the streets. Some have paid smugglers thousands of dollars to make the dangerous crossing to Mayotte, leaving homes and families across Africa.
How many of you came here by boat? Hands up.
There is some people from Burundi, another from Congo, another from Somalia, and then there is many tribes from Africa. They're here.
I don't think a person to go in that water is it's a choice. It's where you live by no choice. It's near.
As tears soaked her hijab, this mother told me before leaving East Africa she'd been repeatedly raped. Her pursuit of freedom from persecution meant leaving her 2 children behind.
Oh, because now, if I stayed with them, would have done together. But I had to choose. Not even to choose. I had to run to let them live. I miss them. I miss
Every day.
every day.
News of the proposed birthright rule change had not reached anyone we spoke to. They told me that no policy change would be a deterrent from the danger they face back home. Mayotte is home to the oldest mosque in France. 97% of the population here are Muslim. During Ramadan, despite immigration tensions, people of all nationalities pray together.
But despite its high Muslim population, Marine Le Pen, the leader of the far-right party, has gained 45% of the vote here.
France's far-right National Rally Party, which Marine Le Pen leads in Parliament, has a strong anti-immigration stance. And it's often accused of being Islamophobic.
When I come to a mosque like this, I hear the call to prayer, I speak to you, I see the faces. It makes me wonder how Marine Le Pen got so many votes.
I think that it was the first person who promised the security. It's just for that. We need security, and the current government didn't bring it till now.
History has divided these islands, and its future is splitting French politics. The far right says the change to the birthright rule should be extended to everyone born across the whole of France, whereas the left call it unconstitutional and contrary to French values. For Mayotte, if the birthright rule change does not stop the small boats, it will be up to a divided generation of children born on the same island, some French and some of undecided nationality, to find a new solution.